Grayzone Warfare has officially been out for 1 day, and here's my first day initial feedback on it. We have plenty to cover and discuss, but before I do, thank you so much for the love and support in the last few videos. Seeing the channel explode with Grayzone has left me speechless, as I truly enjoy making videos for the community and just growing with this game. I will continue to upload guides and gameplay on the game as I truly love it and feel something special here that Madfinger Games has made. So thank you all, and stay tuned right here for more Grayzone Warfare content. Okay. So the immediate topic I want to discuss is the performance topic. This is probably the biggest thing that people are addressing right now in the Discord, on the Steam reviews, and just all over Twitter. Let me preface this by saying I'm on a 4070 with an i7 13700K and 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. Personally, I am ripping through frames at around 90 to 110, even while streaming on the same PC. Unreal Engine 5 is demanding though, and while I believe it was without malintent, the minimum requirements that they released for Grayzone needs to be raised from what was originally, put out with the Steam page. The overwhelming amount of people saying the game simply doesn't run or that they have issues with frames and crashing is the leading factor of the negative Steam reviews I have seen so far. I also want to note though that running 45-year-old hardware on a 2024 Unreal Engine 5 game with this scale and fidelity has to be almost unreasonable for some people to expect that. On the same note though, I expect performance to improve with patch over patch from Madfinger Games. Remember, it's not a full release, and these guys seem genuine about what they're doing, and I do think that they want to make a better overall running game for more systems, because more players leads to just more development for the game, more funding, and more people in the servers, and overall just a healthier game. So I don't think it's with malintent that they released the minimum requirements as that they did, but I do expect either raise them or maybe put out a patch or do something to help players get a better experience with the game, because it is in a rough state as far as FPS for some players. But thankfully for me, who has a higher newer gen PC, I get to run it pretty good. But I understand the complaints and the frustration with some of you guys. I'm not obviously just overlooking that. I know that the performance needs to improve. We are in early access though, and helping to develop the game over time. If you don't feel comfortable playing right now, just enjoy some streams and videos while you see the game progress over time, and when you feel ready and comfortable to jump in. Or you can always buy it. You have a 2-hour return window with Steam. So if you buy it and you feel the performance is running really poorly, then just refund it. They'll definitely get you your money back. I've never had any issues with Steam doing that, any developers doing that. So just, play it at your own pace and make sure that you make the right decision for yourself. This is just my feedback on it, and I want to make sure that I don't overlook anybody who's having any performance issues. That covers the performance from my opinion for the first day. Let me know your experiences down below. Have you been able to run the game smoothly? What FPS have you been getting? Also, when you do, let me know down below. Make sure you drop your specs as well, because I am curious, not trying to compile a list essentially of what people are expecting and what people are seeing from their systems, and I'm trying to get what the base range is really for a playable experience. The next topic I want to talk about is the idea that PvE is boring and the game loop isn't enjoyable. I have seen plenty of that from other creators all over Twitter and Reddit. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And let me also say, I love PvP, especially Tarkov PvP, when it's not broken. But I love the Grayzone Warfare loop. I have legitimately always wanted an open world milsim PvE VP shooter, and my god is this seemingly delivering on that. You cannot expect the PvP to be Tarkov. This isn't what it's trying to be. Enjoy it and embrace it for what it is. It's an open world PvE shooter focused with PvP, kind of ripped in, but also as we see in higher combat areas or higher loot areas, I imagine we're going to see more PvP. But this is honestly, like I said, my first day thoughts and feedback on the game. So right now, I enjoy the loop. I don't mind it being PvE. I mean, some people will only look for PvP, so that's to them. That's maybe not what they're expecting with this game. So if that's the case, then this game might not be for you. But that is where it's at. PvE is a very big focus for Madfinger Games, as they have went over and said it multiple times. The AI in this game is meant to make the world feel much more alive. Audio. Hooey. Is this something that needs some immediate addressing? I don't know if it's the sound engine being hard or bugs affecting the sound occlusion or a combination of both. I hope this is one of those major features that they need to tackle in one of their first major patches. The gunshots sound great when firing your gun, but directional audio and distance of how far something is or how close is all jumbled up, and footsteps seems like they don't really sync up when you're sprinting. So audio for me has been almost useless other than immersing me in the world when I'm playing. What's your experience been with audio? I personally think it's really bad, but it also sounds good in a way. Like the gunshots and the way the weapons sound when you're firing them does sound interesting, and when bullets come through glass or a wall or something like that, I actually think it sounds really cool. But as far as helping you get a competitive advantage from audio, almost useless. I mean, the audio engine seems like it's really lacking, or that there's just a lot of bugs happening right now. Either way, this needs to be addressed really quickly, just so we can all hopefully have a much better playable experience. But I also want to say that audio is a really hard thing to nail. Look at Escape from Tarkov. Look at Call of Duty Warzone. Look how long people have been complaining about audio in those games. I don't want to say, hold your breath for this, but I also want to see some improvement for them, because I do believe that we can, maybe get a better audio occlusion, just higher footsteps or more sync up with the audio, and just, hopefully get you a better immersion in the world as far as being able to tell where gunshots are. The last major topic that I want to discuss is looting. I barely looted any world spawned items. I saw almost no need for it, and I can expect that outside of looting AI pockets for keys, most players experience the same thing. Looting needs a buff and a rework, more spawns and better loot. However, I wonder what the loot is going to be like in higher contested areas. Of course, I'll give my feedback on that as we progress through, but I'm morely speaking from the beginning town that you have for each of your factions. The loot there was almost useless to loot, and I really didn't feel a need to loot it, as I felt like money wasn't that hard to come by from completing quests and completing tasks. So far, I've been able to just accumulate a lot of money, and I haven't actually looted much outside of, like I said, keys from AI scavs or AI civilians. I currently have 13 hours in the game so far, and I'm going to crank out another long day of recording gameplay and guides for you guys. Outside of subscribing here and supporting me here, if you guys want to catch me streaming the game live, where I will do my best to help you learn and answer any questions you might have about the game, and I'm not recording at that point in time, make sure you head over to twitch.tv/OneShotRich. Thank you guys for all the love and support. I hope you guys are enjoying Gray Zone as much as me, and if you aren't, let me know down below. I'm always interested in discussion. I want to get feedback, and I'm sure maybe the devs might even help this out if I can help, or they see the comments in this video, or if I send them the comments. We can always get discussion going. It's definitely helpful. Positive criticism will always help a game develop more. So just honestly keep the main points, obviously, that it's an early access game. It just released yesterday, but there's always room to grow. So obviously, keep that in mind. I want to know what you guys think. If you guys did enjoy this video, though, a like will always help it grow and reach a wider audience. Thanks for watching, though, guys. See you out there in Lemang. Peace.